All right, so for the last part, 4, which is the last part of the linear equations and word problems, we're going to talk about 2 points. So basically, the problem is going to give you 2 sample points. So x of 1 and y sub 1 versus x of 2 and y sub 2. So basically, you'll have an x coordinate and a y coordinate, but instead of having 1 and slope like you did in part 3, you're just going to have 2 points. And you're going to have to remember to write an equation from 2 points. The first thing you need to find is m. So you would use y sub 2 minus y sub 1 divided by x of 2 minus x of 1 to find m, because you're given 2 points. The second thing you're going to need to find is b. To find b, I would just choose a point. And then use, not that, but use y minus y sub 1 equals to m times x minus x of 1 in order to write the equation. All right, so let's take a look at number 13. It says to surf the internet for 25 minutes, the internet cafe costs $7.25. For 40 minutes, it costs $9.80. So what we're going to focus on right now is writing the equation to find the cost for surfing the web for 1 hour. Well, we're going to write the equation, and then we'll solve it in just a minute to find that cost for 1 hour. But keep in mind, you have 2 points, 25 minutes and 725. So I'm calling it x of 1 and y sub 1. And then you have 40 minutes and 980. So I'm going to call that x of 2 and y sub 2. 25 refers to minutes, and 725 refers to cost. So remember, cost will depend on the number of minutes here. So I'll say cost is like your y, and minutes is like your x. So when it has 1 hour, I'm going to fix that in just a second. I'm going to fix that 1 hour. I'm going to fix it now. 1 hour is not in terms of minutes. So I'm going to fix it so it's in terms of minutes. I'm going to put 60 minutes. But again, I won't use that until I get ready to solve and write the equation first. And I know minutes is an x, not a y. Minutes is an x. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do step 1 here. I'm going to find the slope. So I'm going to take the second y, which is 980, and subtract the 7y, which is 725, divided by the second x, which is 40, minus the first x, which is 25. And let's see what we get. And you aren't going to be able to use your calculators, okay? 980 minus 725. Looking at $2.55 divided by 15. So we're looking at an m of 17. Or 0.17, I'm sorry. Basically, it's like 17 cents per minute. Basically is what it is. All right, so that's m. Now to find b, you're going to choose a point. So I'm going to choose, I'm going to choose this point. I don't want to comment. I want to highlight. So I'm going to choose that point, and I'm going to use an m of 17 cents. And I'm going to plug that into y minus y sub 1 equals m times x minus x of 1. So the point I chose, my y sub 1 is 725, so it's y minus 725. Now, you didn't have to choose that point. You could have chosen 4980. It's up to you. And m is 0.17. And it's x minus x of 1, which is 25. So I have y minus 725 equals to 0.17x. And let's do 0.17 times 25 and see what we get. It's going to be negative 4.25. And then I just solve for y. All right, to solve for y, I add 725 to both sides. So y is equal to 0.17x plus 3. So that's the equation. But then it says that you need to solve it to find the cost for surfing for 1 hour. But again, your X is in terms of minutes. So what I did, I changed 1 hour to 60 minutes, and that's my X. So where I see X, I'm going to replace it with 60. So I have Y. Okay, now I'm solving it, okay? Solve it when X equals to 60. Y equals to 0.17 times 60 costs us 17 cents per minute plus $3. So what's 17.17 60 times? 10.2 or like $10.20, guys. Keep in mind, Y is money. So we're looking at $13.20. So the cost for 1 hour will be $13.20. Are you going to have to pick up on a part 2 of the video? I was only able to do one problem during my planning because my planning was cut short. So you're going to have to pick up on part 2 of the video. I got to start my 4th period class. And after I get them started, I'll finish up 14, 15, and 16 on the part 2 video, okay?